Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Ooh.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to start part 2 of this July 12th CDL game day. Huge game coming up. Southeast Division battle between the Jacksonville Bangums and the Carolina Wildcats. Of course, right now, the Jacksonville Bangums, 10 points out of a playoff spot. They're at the 9th place spot behind Cleveland. They're looking to catch up today a little bit. The Carolina Wildcats are only 2 points behind Jacksonville, sitting in 11th in the Eastern Conference. They're still in the hunt for a playoff spot, not to mention division title. Both of them are still in that hunt, barely hanging on to those hopes. So, who can get the much-needed win here today? Divisional rival game. Always fun to watch these kind of things. Jacksonville Bangums, Carolina Wildcats, next on CDL Live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game on tap should be a good one. A Southeast Division battle, and hey, both these teams trying to make it into the playoffs here. The currently 9th place team in the Eastern Conference, the Jacksonville Bangums, on the road to take on the team that's currently 11th in the East, the Carolina Wildcats. Of course, a live round to be made up. Try to catch up to the Cleveland Wolves, who are sitting in 8th, and a win is needed on both sides here, no doubt about it. Let's take a look at these lineups here. Yellow Ferrari will start things off for Jacksonville, followed by Black Spectite. Testarossa at the captain spot, and at 5-point gainer for the Bangums will be Silver Vet 2. To the home side of the field, Yellow Ferrari GT will start things off for Carolina, followed by Red 23. At the captain spot will be Rocket Oil. And a 5-point gainer for the Wildcats will be Mustang 1. There we go, Yellow Ferrari GT and Yellow Ferrari. And two cousins go at it, and GT gets it done. 5-0 Carolina in the lead. Here comes Black Spectite out there to do battle with Yellow Ferrari GT. Game is tied at 5. Black Spectite now out there against Red 23, interference call. Jacksonville and Carolina in a battle here, and we are going to be tied at 10. Both Red 23 and Black Spectite going down. And it's down to Rocket Oil and Testarossa here. Good battle on our hand between these two. Both these cars going at it. Both cars here. And we are going into overtime. Testarossa and Rocket Oil. A good show there. That sends this game into OT. Silver Vet 2 out there for Jacksonville. Out there for Carolina in overtime is Mustang 1. Here we go. In OT, Jacksonville gets the win. Silver Vet 2 puts the flip on Mustang 1, and the Jacksonville Bangums have the win over the Carolina Wildcats. Final score, 20-15 in overtime. It was a good game, man. You missed it. Good game, went into overtime. Jacksonville beats Carolina. But coming up next, Philadelphia Demons, Dayton Rebels on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright, it's time for our next game here, part 2 of this July 12th game day. The 2013 Northeast Division champions, the Philadelphia Demons, like to get a step closer to clinching the Eastern Conference. They are currently first place in the league. They are on the road today to take on the Dayton Rebels. The Rebels, with 69 points, sitting in 10th place at the start of the game day in the Eastern Conference. And basically, they are not too far behind, actually 8 points behind the Cleveland Wolves at the start of the game day. Of course, Cleveland now has 80, so 11 points behind the 8-seeded Wolves. Looking to do some catching up, but a hard way to do it. Can they get the win over the Demons? Let's find out. Demons, Rebels, next on CDL Live. Alright, CDL fans, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game here on our July 12th game day, the Philadelphia Demons on the road to take on the Dayton Rebels. The Rebels definitely in need of a win, in 10th place in the Eastern Conference right now. Keep in mind, Cleveland got a win, and so did Jacksonville. So number 8 and number 9 got a win. Dayton at the number 10 spot wants to keep up and actually get ahead of Carolina, who actually just only gained a point against Jacksonville in that OT loss. Now, the Demons, on the other hand, playing for different things like home field advantage. Philadelphia, currently the best team in the league right now, the most points, first place in the Eastern Conference, first place in the CDL, and in some of your hearts. Some, not all. Anyways, let's take a look at the lineups. Silver Demon starts things off for the Philadelphia Demons, followed by Silver Molina at the captain spot. Pink Indy, and that 5-point gainer is Sonic Boom. To the home side of the field, the Dayton Rebels coming out with yellow 68, followed by Toe. Darkwing at the captain spot, and that 5-point gainer will be Red Jaguar. So there we go, yellow 68 and Silver Demon. Oh, no contact. Silver Demon's wheel. He is hard to roll. His wheel's bent. All bloody hell. So we take time here. And it's actually going to be a Philly timeout for that. So the Demons use their first of 3 timeouts right away. And here we go. Yellow 68 and Silver Demon. The heavy hitter, Yellow 68, has Silver Demon on the defensive here. Interference call. They would have both been down, but interference gives them both a chance to get the 5-0 lead instead of a 5-5 tie here. I don't know what team would have been more grateful for that. Unless this game continues as they switch sides, and neither of these cars backing down or going down until that collision. Yellow 68 goes down. Silver Demon now faces off with Toe. 2 highly defensive cars going at it here. Silver Demon and Toe.
Toasting something about it.
Yeah, Toe is a McCown.
Dayton's loving it.
Dayton is loving it. But they are down in this game right now, looking to make a comeback at the end. Not down by much, of course, only 5-0. A highly defensive game here. Neither of these cars going down. Even the last matchup, neither car giving in. They don't give in here. So Silver Demon and Toe going at it here, full bore. Interference call that time. Almost a tie game. And it's going to end up being 10-0 now. That one was a clean flip. Silver Demon, 2-0. Now stares down the other side of the field to see Darkwing. Trying to keep Dayton in this game, and he does. On the first collision with Silver Demon, he takes him down. 10-5 the score. Philly in the lead. And now Silver Molina out there to take on Darkwing. 2 competitive cars here going at it. Car that potentially could be one of the contenders for Rookie of the Year against last year's MVP, which is Silver Demon, or Silver Molina rather. But nonetheless, they both go down. Darkwing, the rookie, and Silver Molina, the 2012 MVP. The score, 15-10, Demons in the lead. Pink Indy looking to put this one away. Red Jaguar trying to force overtime for the Rebels. And here we go. Red Jaguar, Pink Indy. And Pink Indy gets the flip on Red Jaguar. And that will end this game. 15-10. Dayton fights hard, but the Demons play harder. End the game. 15-10 the final. Philadelphia defeats Dayton. And we are going to get set for our next game here. The Atlanta Avengers on the road to take on the Puerto Rico Playas. It's next on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, our next game on CDL Live, another Southeast Division battle. The Atlanta Avengers have been the thorn in the side of the Puerto Rico Playas lately, especially Black Maranello. But Puerto Rico looking to avenge those losses against the Avengers here today. Going head-to-head with them. Atlanta, as of right now, still in the playoff race, but just barely. Any loss can knock them out. The Puerto Rico Playas trying to get closer to clinch a playoff spot. As a matter of fact, they might be able to clinch one after today. I don't know. I'll go more detail on the field here. Speaking of which, let's get down to the field and get this thing started. Atlanta Avengers, Puerto Rico Playas next on CDL Live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game on tap here, the Atlanta Avengers on the road to take on the Puerto Rico Playas. Atlanta, a loss here today could quite certainly knock them out of the playoff hunt. As a matter of fact, let me do the math here. When you take a look at Atlanta's record, 17, 24, and 2 right now. 17 plus 20, 37 plus 4, 41, so 43, so 21 points, the most they can get. So, 21 plus 61, I want them to know the math. 21 plus 61 equals 82. That's if they win the rest of their games. Now, Cleveland currently has 80, ladies and gentlemen, and they are currently the number 8 seed, the Cleveland Wolves. So, a loss here today means the most Atlanta could get is 79. So they need at least to get 2 points here. Alright, well, I'm going to get to the second part of this. Some games are longer. The Puerto Rico Playas on the other side of the field, they're fighting for something too. A win today puts the Playas in the playoffs. Let's find out what's going to happen. Atlanta has upset Puerto Rico twice now recently. Let's see if they can get it a third time here. Red Silhouette starts off for Atlanta, followed by Black Marinello at the captain spot. It is going to be Clown, and that 5-point gainer will be Yellow Cobra. Black Marinello, the player that's really been a thorn in the side of the Puerto Rico Playas, is to the home side of the field. Cold Light starts things off for the Playas, followed by Far Future. Blue Star at the captain spot, and that 5-point gainer will be Kid Custom Jr. Here we go. Game on. Cove Light and Red Silhouette, and it's 5-0 Puerto Rico. And now here comes Black Marinello out there to do battle with Cove Light. And Black Marinello's been the one that Puerto Rico's had a hard time with, but not today. Not today. Not today. Clown now looking to keep Atlanta alive here, keep their playoff hopes alive. He needs to get a flip on Cove Light here. Cove Light for the shutout. He doesn't get the shutout, but he does get the win as both Cove Light and Clown go down. 15-5 will be the final.
Cove Light's back, new and improved.
And with that being said, 15-5, Playas is the final score. They beat the Avengers. The Avengers will not make it to the playoffs. Puerto Rico will. Alex Johnson, another playoff spot clinch. Both the Blades and the Playas are in. Your reaction? Two boss? Say that a little bit louder.
I'm two boss, bitches!
Alright, you hear them. Coming up next, Seattle Lumberjacks. Indianapolis Reapers. Huge playoff, how to put it? Playoff potential? I don't know. It has a lot to do with the playoff race. And it's a big game. Seattle, Indy, next on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright, our next game coming up. Huge for both teams. They're both in the playoff hunt right now. The Seattle Lumberjacks on the road to take on the Indianapolis Reapers. Let's get you down to the field because this is the 11th place team, Seattle, up against the 14th place team, Indianapolis. Like I said, 4 points separate them, and they're both in the playoff race. Huge game for both teams. Let's see who can get the W. Reapers, Lumberjacks, next. Welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game about to take place. The Seattle Lumberjacks on the road to take on the Indianapolis Reapers. Indianapolis at the start of the game day was at 14th place. Seattle was at 11th. Both of them, believe it or not, still close in the playoff race. At the start of the game day, Indy only 9 points out of a playoff spot, and for the Seattle Lumberjacks, they were only 5 points out of a playoff spot. So both these teams looking to gain some ground here against each other in this game. Let's take a look at the lineups. For the Lumberjacks, Spencer will come out first, followed by 42nd. Buzzoff at the captain spot, and Desert Chief will take 5-point gainer for the Seattle Lumberjacks. to the home side of the field. The Indianapolis Reapers come out with Candy, followed by Green Enzo. At the captain spot will be Gold Z28, and at 5-point gainer will be Speed Shot. And it's game time. Candy and Spencer to start this game off. Seattle and Indianapolis game underway. The Reapers and the Lumberjacks. No interference, but no flip either. So these two continue to go at it.
I should bring the old goal back.
Nah, don't bring that.
I got you for more.
Oh, there, you missed your kill. Anyway, 5-0, Seattle in the lead. Green Enzo now out there to take on Spencer, and Spencer takes him down. It's weird that the goal horn plays for the road teams. Anyways, Gold Z28 trying to keep Indy in this game. Indianapolis trying to fight back here. Down 10-0, they do. Oh, it's even more elaborate for the home team. Okay, so Gold Z28 keeps the Reapers in the game. 10-5, Seattle still in the lead. 42nd looking for the win here. Needs to flip on Gold Z28 to get it. Can't be a tie here. This game will go on. This game is going to go on. It is tied at 10. Gold Z28 gets the flip on 42nd, and now buzz off up against Gold Z28. This should be an epic battle between these two here. These two teams going at it. These two cars, very good cars, competing here in this league. Both of them could be on the Western Conference All-Stars at the end of the season, but nonetheless, buzz off gets the flip on Gold Z28. And Seattle now leads 15-10, and out for the Reapers comes Speed Shop, trying to tie this game up, send it into overtime. Can he do it? Not gonna happen. Buzz off takes down Speed Shop on the second collision. And this game is over. The Seattle Lumberjacks get the win. 15-10 the final. They beat the Indianapolis Reapers. Coming up next, huge game. Phoenix Firebirds, the number 8 seed in the West. New Orleans Gladiators, currently the number 9 seed in the West. And matchup next on CDL Live. Alright, our next game on tap. This should be a great one as the number 8 seed and number 9 seed of the Western Conference go at it here. It is the New Orleans Gladiators on the road to take on the Phoenix Firebirds. And just to give you an idea, New Orleans in 9th has 71 points. Phoenix in 8th has 72. 1 point separating these two teams. Did you need any more proof on how big this game is for both of them? Let's see who can get that big win. Firebirds, Gladiators, next on CDL Live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game, huge game out of the Western Conference here. Southern Division battle, no less. The New Orleans Gladiators on the road take on the Phoenix Firebirds. Of course, Roswell has a bye today, so both these teams still in the Southern Division race trying to win that division. But not only that, currently New Orleans has 71 points on the standings. They are in 9th place in the West. Of course, you got to be in 8th place to make the playoffs. Phoenix is that 8th place team. They currently have 72 points on the standings, only 1 point ahead of the New Orleans Gladiators.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit is right. And in other words, whoever wins this game right here, right now, is going to be the number 8 seed in the Western Conference. Let's take a look at the lineups. For the New Orleans Gladiators, Yellow Vet will start things off, followed by Tigre. Menace at the captain spot. And 5-point gainer will be Lagera for the New Orleans Gladiators. Can you stop doing that? I'm sorry, man, but it's just kind of ruining the day. He's like, no, it's kind of like when Adam Sandler's like, we thank you all for clapping. We're just messing up and I can't remember the words of the song. I appreciate it. Okay, home side of the field, Enzo 2 will start things off for Phoenix, followed by number 40, Green Arrow at the captain spot, and that 5-point gainer will be Red FXX for the Phoenix Firebirds. So big game here, both teams needing this win, both teams want the win. And Yellow Bet out there against Enzo 2. And we got a good matchup right off the bat here. Still scoreless. And it's going to end up 5-5. That's right, 5-5. And now Tigre out there against 40. Tigre stays up after taking a flying lesson there. Ooh, 40. Man, this is to stay alive. Good battle on our hands here. 2 cards similar right to the ground. The Phoenix Firebirds have the lead now. 10-5, looking for the win. Menace trying to tie this game up. And he keeps New Orleans in it. He keeps New Orleans in it for now. 15-10 the score. Firebirds in the lead. Laguerra out there now against Phoenix captain, the legend Green Arrow. Green Arrow trying to end this game with a regulation win. Laguerra trying to force overtime for the New Orleans Gladiators. So let's find out what's going to happen here. Game is going to end. Anyways, the final score 15-10 in an entertaining battle. The Phoenix Firebirds get the win over the New Orleans Gladiators. Huge win for them. They are now 4 points ahead of New Orleans. Of course, a team that is looking to catch up to Phoenix and past New Orleans right now is going to be the San Jose Storm, but they're not playing next. As a matter of fact, the next game could quite possibly be a first-round playoff matchup preview. Never know. It just could end up that way. And they're both good. San Diego Lightning, St. Louis Twisters. It's next on CDL Live. Stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our next game on CDL Live. The San Diego Lightning at the St. Louis Twisters could be a possible playoff matchup in 2013. As of right now, San Diego sitting in 4th in the Western Conference, still in the hunt to win the Pacific Division, but barely hanging on by a thread. LA could have that thing clinched up within a couple of days, maybe even today. Never know. St. Louis Twisters look to get closer to clinching a playoff spot. Of course, they're still in the race for the Central Division. Of course, they are 12 points back of Chicago. Nonetheless, big game for both teams. They both want the win to be huge for their season right now. San Diego Lightning, St. Louis Twisters, next on CDL Live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our next game here on CDL Live. Straighten out that field. This is not perfect. How could I live with myself? I should die. Anyways, here we go. Our next game about to begin. The San Diego Lightning on the road to take on the St. Louis Twisters. Big battle in the Western Conference here. The San Diego Lightning. Their lineup for today's game: 44, followed by 24 hours. Then 7 series, and that 5-point gainer will be 16 Angels. To the home side of the field here, Mini Trek starts things off for St. Louis, followed by Silver Indy. At the captain spot, Diablo 1 and Mustang 2 at 5-point gainer. Things close in the standings between these two teams. And if St. Louis can manage to pass the Minnesota Maniacs, this could be a first-round playoff matchup right here. A little preview, perhaps. San Diego, right now, 4th place in the Western Conference. Their opponents, St. Louis, 6th in the Western Conference. Looking to keep the spread between them and Portland even here, as the Panthers got a win today. So the Twisters much in the need of a win. And San Diego's looking for the same. So, good girl, Miko. Let's get down to this game. As we start off the side here, and the first two will come out to collide. 2 heavy hitters. 44 out there for San Diego, and Mini Trek out there for St. Louis. Game on here. See, their car goes down, and it's going to be 5-0 Twisters in the lead. 44 takes the fall, but here comes 24 hours. He'll go down. 10-0 Twisters in the lead. One flip away from a shutout. Here comes 7 series, who stays up, but so does Mini Trek. And this time, Mini Trek goes 3-0. 7 series goes down. And what a game! What a surprise right there! 15-0.
I said it the other way around.
Yeah, you predicted the exact opposite. You predicted 15-0 San Diego, but the Twisters, huge win. Yeah, I know, but still, man, that's wow. 15-0 the St. Louis Twisters, impressive. shutout win over the San Diego Lightning. Huge for St. Louis. And we got more hugeness, more big game.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was kind of... that one was also sexual. Our next game, San Jose Storm, Nashville Nighthawks. On CDL Live. Huge playoff implications. Isn't every game right now? Storm, Nighthawks next. Alright, it's time for our next game here on CDL Live. These two teams right now currently in the playoff hunt, Nashville and San Jose. The San Jose Storm on the road today sitting in 10th place in the Western Conference. Well, they started the game day 10th in the Western Conference. Majorly in the need of wins, only 6 points behind the Phoenix Firebirds now, but they're looking to pass the New Orleans Gladiators. A win could help them do that. Of course, their opponents, the Nashville Nighthawks, sitting in 13th in the West. They definitely need a win, as any team that's out of the playoff picture right now does. Let's see who can get the much-needed win. San Jose Storm, Nashville Nighthawks should be a great game coming up next on CDL Live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CDL Live here on our July 12th game day. Our next game, pretty darn big one. Playoff implications here. San Jose Storm on the road to take on the Nashville Nighthawks. As of right now, Nashville, before the start of the game day, Nashville was sitting in 14th, actually in a three-way tie for 13th. San Jose, on the other hand, was sitting in 10th. Both these teams desperately in need of a win here late in the season. Both of them still trying to make the playoffs. Who's going to get the W today? Let's take a look at the lineups. Phantom will start things off for San Jose, followed by Wasp. At the captain spot will be 48 Hours, and at 5-point gainer will be split in two. To the home side of the field, the Nashville Nighthawks coming out with Black Testarossa, followed by Extinguish. Orange Chevelle at the captain spot, and at 5-point gainer will be Chevrolet. Here we go. Black Testarossa out there against Phantom to start this game off. Phantom. Heavy hit, and no one went down. They'll continue the battle here. Really no contact there because only one card went in. But that time it is a clean contact, and it's going to be 5-0 San Jose. Phantom has the Storm up, now up against Extinguish, and Extinguish will tie it immediately at 5. Extinguish now up against Wasp. Wasp and Extinguish. These teams looking for the edge here. Interference call, but no flip on the play. Extinguish so good defensively, able to stay up so much. And you're seeing here, skills on display here by both these players. They're both defensively very talented. You're seeing that right now. Interference call there.
Extinguish hard to roll.
Actually, Wasp is kind of hard to roll. Extinguish stays up there. But Wasp going at it with them. Keeping Extinguish on the defensive, and that's really all you can do is hope that one of those collisions he will flip. And almost did there. Lands right side up, right in midfield. And Wasp and Extinguish really going at it here. Slow pace game going on. We are still tied at 5-2, no less. Now they'll switch sides. And how does this affect things? And they're both stuck together. And they can both get pulled apart here, and they'll continue to go at it. Wasp and Extinguish here. 5-5 to score, and now Extinguish has Wasp on the defensive. But Wasp is going to get the flip. And it's going to be 10-5. San Jose in the lead. Extinguish goes down, but here comes Orange Chevelle, another highly defensive player for the Nashville Nighthawks. Trying to keep the Nighthawks in this game here. The Storm, they've been in a slump as of late. As I recall, they've lost 3 straight. Trying to keep the right away, can't do it. Yep. Unless, here we go. A good battle on our hands here. The score 10-5. Storm in the lead. Interference call. So they'll go back to original side of the field. Yeah, I did see what happened there. And on top of his teammates, Orange Chevelle did. But because of that, this game continues. Ooh, almost close calls on both sides. But for the most part, Wasp has been on the offensive. And look at Orange Chevelle somehow staying up there. He actually rolled end over end. This game continues. No flip on the play. No flip on the play yet again. What a matchup. And just to think, I mean, even if you take out Wasp, then you got to deal with 48 hours. Might not even get that far. It could be over on the next collision right here. Interference called. They'll line up back on their own side here. And the score's still 10-5. San Jose in a classic here finally gets the win. 15-5, the final. The Storm have the win over the Nashville Nighthawks. Huge win for them, much needed after the slump they'd been in. And Metallica, 1147, Brandon there, definitely was in need of that W. He was looking for that one. He's been looking for a while for that one now. But that was not our last game of the night, because our last game's coming up next. Two brothers going at it. Half brothers, I should say. But they're like blood. You could. Oh. Garen Milazzo up against Alex Johnson. Two brothers going at it in our main event. It's going to be the Los Angeles Blades and the Minnesota Maniacs. Next on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our main event here on CDL Live for our July 12th game day. The Los Angeles Blades on the road to take on the Minnesota Maniacs. The Blades, owned by Alex Johnson. The Minnesota Maniacs, owned by Alex's brother, Garen Milazzo. Both these teams looking for a win in a brotherly rivalry. Both these teams heading towards the playoffs, too. As a matter of fact, Minnesota, I believe they might be able to clinch a playoff spot with a win here today. But I'm not too sure. I'll get into more details and do the math before we hit the field, and I'll explain then. But this should be a great game nonetheless. Could be a possible Western Conference Finals matchup. Los Angeles Blades, Minnesota Maniacs, next. Stay tuned and enjoy. This should be an epic battle. CDL fans, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CDL Live. It is time for the main event of our July 12th game day. The Los Angeles Blades on the road to do battle with the Minnesota Maniacs. Let's take a look at these lineups here in our main event here. For the Los Angeles Blades, it will be Red Spectite, followed by Griolina, Black Star at the captain spot, and that 5-point gainer for the Blades, Dragon Jr. To the home side of the field, the Minnesota Maniacs, owned by Garen Milazzo. Black Spinebuster starts things off for them, followed by Green 7 at the captain spot, Diablo 2. And a 5-point gainer will be Side Draft. Here we go, Spinebuster and Red Spectite to start this game off. Glides go flying past each other, and they're still scoreless so far. Red Spectite has Black Spinebuster on the defensive so far. But solid hits going on both sides here. And ooh, almost a flip there. Minnesota hanging in there right now. Early in this game, Black Spinebuster on the defensive. But he is hanging in there. Ooh, Red Spectite stays up after a close call there. Oh, what a battle on our hands here.
There we go.
And finally, a flip is made. 5-0. Los Angeles in the lead. Green 7 out there. Ooh. Ooh, damage gets done. The back end's down. And the front, well, two wheels are up. And the back end's facing down. That is going to be a tie game.
What? Dude, wheels are on the ground.
His wheels were like that. The way that his top just came back. Wait, no. No, his front wheels are down. His front wheels were down. Timeout. So score. So 5-0. The play overturn as we take a look. Alright, why take a video timeout? Oh, Alex Johnson is calling a timeout, and any Minnesota fan would hate this call, definitely no doubt. I mean, when we look at the Like, the front wheels are down. I mean, I'm setting them back the exact way that I saw them. Wheels are down. You know what? There really is no definition right there in that rule. There really needs to be. But we'll be back. The score, 5-0. Blades in the lead. Stay tuned to CDL Live. Alright, welcome back to CDL Live. The main event is about to continue. Green 7 is out there for the Minnesota Maniacs against Red Spectate of the Los Angeles Blades. And really, an iffy play, or iffy call just happened. And it was hard for even me to call, being that I'm also roughing and announcing this game. And definitely those wheels were close, and that roof was down, but that bottom part was still on the ground. Still had the two wheels there, but nonetheless, here we go. Green 7 and Red Spectate. Definitely a questionable call there, but there is no real rule set in stone on that, and it's not going to make a difference. Green 7 ends up tying this game 5-5. Perhaps karma of some sort, who knows. We got Griolina and Green 7. I just thought that was funny to point out. But this matchup is no laughing matter. Both cars probably very serious about it. They could be serious about it. Teams tied at 5 here. Minnesota and Los Angeles. Could be a Western Conference final preview. You just never know. Both of these teams so good in the Western Conference. And look at that. Griolina gets the flip on Green 7, and the score is now 10-5 LA. Of course, Minnesota trying to catch up to Chicago in that Central Division. Of course, Chicago losing to San Francisco earlier. Teammates. Yep, old teammates here. Diablo 2 up against Griolina. A battle going on here. Griolina rolls to stay up. And what a battle on our hands. What a game so far. Controversial. Results ended up kind of being the same, but nonetheless, we got 10-5 LA game. Griolina trying to end this one. Diablo 2 trying to tie it. Game on the line here. Every collision, it could end or it could be tied. And Griolina does go down. Diablo 2, a game tie and flip. And now he'll face down Black Star, the veteran against a team of rookies here. 10-10 the score. Black Star in Diablo 2. Should be a good battle. And the rookie goes down. Black Star goes down, and now Dragon Jr. comes out. Score 15-10 Minnesota. LA trying to force overtime with Dragon Jr. out there against Diablo 2. They both go down. They both must get back up here. And Diablo 2 gets the game winning flip. The Minnesota Maniacs. Huge win over the Los Angeles Blades. Alex, how bad of a loss is it for you? How do you bounce back? This is 2 straight losses for the LA Blades. They haven't been in quite a slump like this yet all year. How do you continue forward? Or do you think maybe the effort's not there now that you already have a playoff spot? Not much Alex can say.
Glad to lose to anybody. Glad for my brother to lose.
The love of the family conquers everything, no doubt about it. Great game, great main event. And as always, we thank you for watching us here on CDL Live. July 16th. It'll be coming up. Round 2 of the D-League playoffs, the Soldiers Cup playoffs, will begin. Game
I
1.
don't care. I got a playoff spot.
You got 3 playoff spots to clinch. As a matter of fact, speaking of playoffs, July 17th, Game 1, Toronto, Wilkes-Barre. All right. We'll see you then. Well, July 16th, it won't be Toronto, Wilkes-Barre. It'll be Edmonton, Cincinnati, but we will see you next time on CDL Live. Thanks for watching.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Ooh.